Mars might start to resemble a futuristic water park. Imagine turning Mars, the dry, desolate red planet, into a water world. What would happen if we flooded Mars? How would it transform the landscape, climate, and potential for life? Let's assume we have an unlimited supply of water and the technology to transport it to Mars. Just think about it. Where would this water come from? From our very own Earth's oceans. Now, picture it. How quickly would Mars start to transform? What breathtaking new features would emerge on its surface? Initially, the water would spread out across Mars's barren surface, forming shallow seas. Within the first few decades, these seas would deepen and expand, creating new bodies of water that reshape the Martian landscape. Within the first century, we might see new oceans forming, covering vast plains and filling craters. Olympus Mons, the tallest volcano in the solar system, would become an island surrounded by the new Martian sea. The Valles Marineris canyon system would fill with water, becoming the largest canyon lake in the solar system. Flooding Mars would trigger dramatic climate changes. Water vapor in the atmosphere could create a greenhouse effect, warming the planet and potentially melting any subsurface ice. This would accelerate the transformation of Mars's environment, potentially creating a more Earth-like climate. Mars might start to resemble a futuristic water park. Imagine Martian beachfront properties and interplanetary surfing competitions. Martian real estate prices would skyrocket. Back on Earth, draining our oceans to flood Mars would have catastrophic consequences. The sea level would drop dramatically, exposing the ocean floor and transforming coastlines. Many marine ecosystems would collapse, and global climate patterns would be severely disrupted. Here's how the world would look if we drained Earth's oceans to flood Mars. Coastal cities would be left high and dry, and new land bridges would connect continents. The Netherlands, known for its engineering prowess in reclaiming land from the sea, would become a massive land expanse in Europe. Meanwhile, regions like the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico would lose their connection to the Atlantic. On Mars, the newly formed oceans and seas would create opportunities for life to thrive. With water and a suitable climate, we could potentially see the emergence of Martian ecosystems. Scientists and engineers would work to terraform the planet further, making it habitable for future generations. Turning Mars into a water world is an epic feat of imagination and engineering. It raises countless questions about the sustainability of life and the long-term impacts on both planets. It's a tantalizing vision of the future, but one that would require immense resources, ingenuity, and careful consideration of the consequences. So what do you think? Is flooding Mars a dream worth pursuing, or again a fantasy better left to science fiction? The possibilities are endless, but the challenges are immense.